Oh, I am a knob. Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the studio, is what I just said with a mouthful of water. This is going to be as short as we can possibly make it, because today is stinking hot in Japan and is therefore double stinking hot in the recording booth. So, we're doing a short story, about half of which is said by other characters, so this should work out nicely and be fairly quick. Bare Facts by Steve Parker. Narrated by Steve Parker with performances by Tim Williams and Dominic Pascal. There are places on this earth which are always warm. The sun is bright, the streets are clean, and beautiful young people bound about, giggling and scantily clad, basking in the beauty and endless joy of themselves and their surroundings. Hope shines as brightly as the affable grins on the people's faces, and the future is as great as it is certain. This was not one of those places. This was a place where cold is the first and last thing you think of every day. It permeates the bones, it freezes machinery. It's as much a part of life as death and taxes, though not nearly so forgiving. In the middle of this cold is a diner, though even diner is too fancy a word for this place. Cheap, hot food at 2 coins a bowl, 3 if you want the ingredients listed. Cheap, strong black coffee with enough kick to get an extra hour's work out of a corpse. The walls are bare concrete, as are the floors and ceiling. A few small grimy windows let in the grey light, indistinguishable from that thrown by dirty fluorescent rods along the ceiling. Indistinguishable from that thrown by dirty fluorescent rods along the ceiling, only half of which are working at any given time. A counter divides the room between the kitchen and dining area, though the cockroaches seem unaware of this separation and march about as they please. Apart from the cockroaches, it's almost empty, but not quite. A fat, middle-aged man with hair and skin so greasy it seems to blend seamlessly into his greasy uniform shifts a lit cigarette stub around his mouth as he aimlessly wipes a filthy rag around the rim of it. Shifts a lit cigarette stub around his mouth as he aimlessly wipes a filthy rag around the rim of an equally filthy mug. His beady eyes narrowly focus on 2 old men sitting at a table across from him and wonder if he can sell them another pot of terrible coffee. They've certainly been sitting there long enough, idling over 2 bowls of unnamed food. He decides to try his luck, fills one up and ambles over to the table, pretending not to eavesdrop as he nears them. "Pass me the salt," asks one. "Fuck you and fuck the salt," says the other. The cook is surprised. He's never heard anyone curse out the salt before. His cooking, yes, but not the salt. "Old fellows," he says, resting the coffee on the table. "Why so aggressive?" "He's always like this," says the first. "And you know damn well why," says the other. "Oh?" says the cook. "This bastard rat fucker let a bear attack me," roars the other, spitting all over the table as he does so. "I am not the god of bears, but you are the god of fuck you. That makes no sense at all. It makes fuck you sense." "Okay." "Old fellows," says the cook placatingly, filling the 2 cups with watery grey coffee. "This anger is getting you nowhere. Tell me what happened." "We were walking through the forest," said the first old man calmly. "They were woods," interjected the second man. "Woods, forest, what's the difference?" asked the first. "Ladies and gentlemen, the expert," ejaculated the second. trees are trees, exclaimed the first. Old fellows, please, interjected the cook. What happened? That we were walking through the trees when we heard a noise behind us, said the first. We looked back and saw a bear. A bear, said the cook. A fucking bear, said the second. I've never been out there before, so I asked what we should do. I said we should walk and talk and head towards cover, said the first. Walk? I'd run as fast as I could, said the cook. No, said the first man. That is exactly what you should not do. If you run, they will chase you, and a bear is faster than you think. You'll be torn apart in seconds. You walk, nice and casual, and you talk so the bear knows you are human and not lunch. Pfft, snorted the second man. The first man ignored this snorting. Ahead we saw a wall. It was from some old house or something, low enough that we could get over it, but high enough to be trouble for the bear. Ha! Snorted the second man a second time. Anyway, said the first elder, eyeing the second man, this bear kept getting closer to us despite our talking. Conversation is not the all-powerful shield against giant wild animals it's supposed to be. Who knew? Snapped the second elder sarcastically. I guess we must have sped up a little as the bear got closer, you know. And as we got faster, the bear got faster, so we sped up, then the bear sped up, and before we knew it, we were running and screaming and trying to get to the wall before the bear got to us. Wow, exclaimed the cook. We got to the wall, said the first elder. You got to the wall, corrected the second. Had started scrambling up. I could feel the hot breath of the beast on the back of my neck as I scrambled up and over the wall. You could feel the hot bullshit coming out of your mouth, you mean, argued the second elder man. I looked back and saw the bear had me. Its claws were sunk into my jeans and I couldn't get over. There was nothing I could do, said the first man. You could have helped, said the second. I turned and ran as fast as I could to get to safety. Nothing was on my mind other than getting back to my family, who would have been lost without me. What family? Your kids have all moved out to get away from you, and your wife would be overjoyed to be rid of you. I am the provider in my house. All you provide is bullshit. But what happened next? How are you here? Asked the cook. Fortunately, I was wearing cheap jeans that day, and the bear's claws were not in my flesh. I was able to pull free and roll over the wall. Then I got up and ran away, just like my friend who left me to die. Wow, repeated the cook. Yes, responded both men. But if that is the case, why are you here eating lunch together? Asked the cook. The two men looked at each other in confusion. It's Saturday, said the first man. We always have lunch here on Saturday, said the second. You've been listening to a Steve Parker Audiobooks production. For more content, please visit steveparkeraudiobooks.com or find us on YouTube. Okay, now I've separated all the lines of the cook, which is the only character that I play in this one. So I can give him a voice and record them all, make sure he sounds solid. Now, both of the actors that I've got to play the old men are English. When I was writing this story, I was picturing sort of Soviet Russia, but that's okay. This will work just fine. So I think the chef might be this sort of fella. Old fellows, why so aggressive? Right? He's that guy. What do you reckon? Does that fit? Old fellows, why so aggressive? Old fellows, why so aggressive? Oh? The old fellows, this anger is getting you nowhere. Tell me what happened. Old fellows, please, what happened? A bear? Walk? I would run as fast as I could. Wow. But what happened next? How are you here? Wow. But if that's the case, why are you eating lunch together? No. But if that's the case, then why are you here eating lunch together? Let's just do him again. Old fellows, why so aggressive? Oh. Old fellows, this anger is getting you nowhere. Tell me what happened. Old fellows, please. What happened? A bear? Walk? I would run as fast as I could. Wow. But what happened next? How are you here? Wow. But if that is the case, then why are you here eating lunch together? That's good, that's much better. Okie dokie. That'll do for that one, I think. I told you it was going to be a short stream today. What was that, 10 minutes? 11? Something like that. Desktop. Bear Facts Master. There we go. Lovely. All right. So the temperature is going to be pretty crapulent for most of the rest of the week, from what I can tell. So it'll be very small recording snippets. I'm probably going to do some editing streams. I'll put this together. I've already got Dominic's lines. My lines are just recorded, and I think Tim Williams is planning to record his today. So I should be able to get onto this tomorrow. Ooh, boy, it is very hot in here already. After 10 minutes, I'm ready for a cold drink and a lay down in the shade. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks very much for coming, and we'll see you whenever the days are cool enough for me to record again. We'll still have to carry on with Conan. Mostly the Dracula lines are sort of coming in from other characters from here on in. I'm not sure when I next have lines myself to record. I'll have to check. I'll be doing most of the extras, like the smaller characters in there. I am playing Van Helsing, but that's my only major part. For the rest of it, it's all other actors now, so... That's a lot of weight on them and a lot of hope from me. Yeah. Fingers crossed. The first 4 chapters sound great. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. If the gods are kind, the book will be good. It will be damn good. If the gods are unkind, which they sometimes are, I'm going to have to figure something out. I don't know what. Anyway, thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you soon. Bye, 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 bye.
Like, share and subscribe. Like, share and subscribe. Like, share and subscribe. Like, share and subscribe.